Hey there, traders. It was a snooze fest today, and I guess that's what you can expect on a Monday when there's no data and there's really nothing going on in the middle of the summer. Things will probably pick up tomorrow because we have, or starting even tonight, we have the Bank of Japan minutes, and then we have the euro and the pound CPI tomorrow, German ZU, and U.S. retail sales. Let's just take a look at the. Let's look at the trade I passed up on today, and I believe it was the Great Britain odd, and that happened relatively early this morning at 6:15 Eastern New York time, and you can see that we did definitely have a break of the range. And the reason I passed on this is I just didn't like the candle. I mean, you can see that we had a pushback, and then we basically formed a wick that was just very negative looking. And my decision at that time was just to hold and wait to see if we get any confirmation, a little bit of a green arrow pushing higher, and it just didn't happen. So waited on that trade, and it was a good thing I did, because it looks like that the entry would have been 169.27, and I mean, we went all the way down to 168.34. I mean, I guess on the other hand, I could have gone short at that point, but I mean, I wasn't that confident in the trade setup on the negative side. And the other pairs, the euro odd, we just trended inside the range all day. Great Britain, New Zealand trended in the range. Euro, New Zealand in the range. EURUSD range. That's all we had. New Zealand looked like we were going to get some action there right around 10, but it looks like we did not. Well, it doesn't look like we did not. Let's just take a look at the bigger picture heading into the rest of the week. The euro still sitting right here on this ascending trend line that I talked about last week. I said this would be a good opportunity to buy. This is basically the bull bear line. We get a hold here, there's a good chance we could buy here and just get a bounce back up to the top of the range. But if we break through this, we're right back in the broader range. And let's go to a daily chart and get an idea of what we're looking at there. We're right back into that range where we could see a push all the way back down towards the 130, maybe even 127.50 if we break back below that. But you can see on the daily chart, it looks like we have a clear rejection of the trend line. So we'll see what happens, and that'll probably be dictated by the data we get tomorrow, starting tomorrow with the euro and the euro CPI and so forth. Let's see the other majors. We have the Aussie just basically treading along, the pound with no real, but the interesting setup is New Zealand still sitting very much right here at the right by the resistance zone that starts at the 0.382 fib at 8051 between 0.81. That's the zone to watch. Any break for that obviously would change the momentum to the higher end. So we'll watch that heading into the remainder of the week. In New Zealand, just keep in mind, as I told you guys, we are in a triangle there, so we just need to push down to the top or the bottom of the triangle, and we'll see what we can get going there. And the yen crosses that we trade. All right, everybody, not much happening today, but you know what? It's better to remain sidelined and not lose money than go into the game and do poorly. All right, everybody, good luck trading. Have a good night.